Good evening, fans. We'll start the match, Portland versus Chicago, in about 10 minutes. Stick around, introduce yourself, and chat. Fans, we'll start the match, Portland versus Chicago, in about 10 minutes.
Here's the headboard of your sleeping father. Here's my little sister's wedding bed. They say she dreams a better life hereafter. But worms, not sugar plums, are dancing in her head. Dance with me, come dance with me, shake the bones in the dust of the ones who loved us on the steps in the freshly turned ground. Come dance with me till the morning. Dance with me, come dance with me, shake the bones in the dust of the ones who loved us on the steps in the freshly turned ground. Such peaceful family reunions, forever now together, growing old. All of our narcoleptic once relations nestle under covers in the cold. Dance with me, come dance with me, shake the bones in
Good evening, fans. We'll begin in just a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining us.
In the harbor, what's missing is your black sail cover. Just when I think it's under control, a memory sneaks in and my heart hits the floor. The things we do haven't changed very much. We're just not sailing in your boat anymore. There's still that cold lake water. There's still the pioneer store. There's a ball of smoke from the Viking tonight. What's missing is your black sail cover. There's still a place where we can go. There's still a sunset calling us home. The magic of song is très, très joli. What's missing is your black sail cover.
I heart my phone times Google, and I'm sure you feel the same. It's always there for me with a message or a picture or a game. I fear contact's coming soon on this flawless afternoon. Our worlds are gonna collide. Look up, there's stuff to see. Look up, avoid emergency. Look up, and gaze right into me. Look up, look up, look up.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Portland's virtual comedy sports arena. I'm your announcer, Jay Reading Rambo, for tonight's match, featuring the Chicago Bosses in blue and your Portland, Oregon donors in red. First off, wearing blue, let's welcome the Chicago Bosses. Featuring Cynthia Kamak Attack, Gitara Egan, and the blue team captain, Todd the Rampage. And keep those virtual hands going as we welcome the red team, the Portland, Oregon donors. Featuring Amanda Karma Camillo, Johanna Sweet and Lowenberg, and the red team captain, Amy Zing Gray. On chat tonight, Marianne the Chat Goddess. And from outside the virtual comedy sports arena to inside, tonight's referee, Patrick Electrical Short.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports Online. I'm Patrick Short, your referee. Tonight, Chicago Bosses versus Oregon Donors. It's going to be incredible. It's improv comedy played like a sporting event. Put your suggestions into chat and see your ideas turned into comedy. Now, you're also going to have an opportunity to vote on which team did better in certain situations, and your votes may decide who wins, Chicago or Portland. You've already met him tonight, our announcer, Jay Rambo. Jay, tell us about this Chicago team.
Well, Pat, they're on a little bit of a high because they beat our Portland team last night in Chicago by a final score of 22-17. So I think Portland's in for a little bit of a revenge tonight, if you know what I mean.
That could be indeed. And on chat tonight, Marianne Rambo. Marianne, what's going on in the chat world?
We have had a fantastic audience. I've got checking in from Indianapolis, Australia, Portland, Rainier, the UK, and from our rivals in Chicago.
Ooh, fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am reffing from the field here at the CSz Portland Arena. It's great to be back, but I'm by myself, so I need both captains on the screen. All right, Captain Amy and Captain Todd, great to see you. Awesome to have you here, Todd. I need to tell you about the brown bag foul, so anything lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon, that could get the brown bag. Now, I am not there where you are to give you those brown bags, so I need to make sure our captains have brown bags available. You have 10 seconds to find a brown bag or suitable substitute. Let's go. All right. Now, the brown bag foul is intended to keep the show, Comedy Sports, for everyone. And let's find out. Oh, Captain Todd has shown up with an actual bag. What store are we advertising there?
Julasco.
Oh, Julasco. Nice. How regional of you. That's great. Amy, you have one.
Yes, from the restaurant Cha Cha Cha.
Oh, very nice. I know the cousins of the owners. All right. I'm going to go with Chicago. Todd was back first, and Julasco is something we don't get to experience. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But Captain Todd, what game do you want to open with?
We'd like to play the game of Pass the Mic, please.
Okay, fantastic. Go prepare your teams. Now, there's one more foul I need to talk about tonight, and that is the technical foul. So anybody having any trouble with their connection or they're muted when they shouldn't be, that's a technical foul, and at least 1 point, depending on my mood, taken away from their team score. All right, in the game of Pass the Mic, I need you to give us single-syllable names of any gender, maybe single-syllable pet names if you like. Throw those into chat, get those in there, and we're going to play a little rapping game, but at a distance using the fun lag that we call Zoom. All right, anytime anybody makes a mistake, I'll blow my whistle and throw them out of there, and Jay is going to count the number of times a team gets thrown out, or rotations as we say most politely. And the team with fewer rotations will win 5 points in this opening game. All right, let's have the first player on the screen. All right, we've got Todd for Chicago, and we've got Amanda from Portland. Excellent. And Marianne, what is our first name?
The very first suggestion in chat tonight, the winner is Linda. She suggested the name Ted.
Okay, fantastic. Ted's a great name. Todd, we're going to have you open with Ted. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Linda, for suggesting Ted. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Let me pay you back with some of this bread. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Oh, I have a gluten allergy. I'm filled with dread. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Another name I might suggest is Fred. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
When using clue as a pipe that's lead. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Yo, I'm hungry. Can I get fed? Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
It's been a long round. Time to go to bed. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I want to wind down far away in Club Med. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I put my tools inside the shed. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Gonna throw a house party and play some Zed. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
If you have a leech, you're gonna get bled. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I don't know about you, that kind of broke up a little bit for me. So Todd, I'm going to rotate you out. That was a fantastic first round, possibly the longest first round we've had in months. Great job, y'all. And Cynthia Kamakatak is up with us.
That's right.
Welcome, Cynthia. And we're going to have Amanda start this next one. Marianne, what's our next name?
Our next name comes from Rachel. She suggested Shay.
Shay?
Yes.
Great. It's Shay. Players.
My new best friend is named Shay. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
When I see her walking down, I say, hey, hey, pass the mic. Pass the mic.
She just moved in and she's here to stay. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
She brushed her hair too much and now it's gonna fray. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Now today's the very last day in May. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
But it's not night, it's indeed day.
Actually, I'm sorry, Amanda. Tomorrow is the 31st.
Oh.
Not the last day of May. We're going to rotate you out. Nice,
Bye, Amanda.
but incorrect factually. Amy's up. Hey, Marianne, what's our next name?
Our next name is Pete.
Pete. Fantastic. Let's have Cynthia kick it off. Pete?
He's my super best friend and his name is Pete. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He's kind of small, but he's got big feet. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I don't mind all that because he's real sweet. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
When it comes to a suit, he is replete. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He's super not a slob. He's pretty neat. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I think I'm gonna cheat. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Ooh, girl, that is not on fleet. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
What's that term?
Some would say on fleek, but I say on fleet because it's a group of people being cool, so.
Yeah, no. Rotate. Nice. Very
Okay.
nice attempt there. Awesome. That brings up Tara. Welcome. Tara, if I'm correct, in pre-show interviews, we found out you're in University of Portland pilot.
Yes, I am. Class of 2016. Hooray!
Class of which?
2016.
That's nuts. All right. All right. Well, welcome back, so to speak. Hey, what's our name there, Marianne?
Well, Mark dug deep into his creativity and came up with the name Mark.
Mark. That's genius. Mark, that's incredible. Mark is the one. Amy, you're beginning.
There's this guy out there and his name is Mark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Sarcastic and full of snark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He really lights up when it's after dark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Touch an outlet, you'll get spark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
He made a nice tea of bark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I went swimming, but there was a shark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I bought a country on a lark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Physics, quark. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
It's nice, but we're missing an idea there, I think, somehow. So we're going to rotate you, class of 16, bring up another Chicago player, might bring us back around to, it's Todd.
Hello, Todd.
We
That's
missed you,
really great
Todd.
news. Awesome. What's the name? Do we have any pet names, Marianne?
I didn't get anyone coming up with, well, I had one pet name. It's 2 syllables. Let's go with it. From Steve, we got Brody.
Brody?
Yes.
Nice. Brody. Hey, we're going to start with Amy.
I knew this dog, his name was Brody. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
You're not the boss, then you are the toady. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I saw Buffalo Bill Cody. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Yeah, I'm with the band like I'm a total roadie. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
That's not cool. It's rather shody. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
My favorite. Oh, wait.
Shody? Shody. Rotate. Rotate. All right, cool. Hey, we've got Johanna up here. I think we need to go back to a human name. If there's a nickname, maybe, but if not, a regular name.
Well, it is a nickname for James. Let's go with Jim.
Jim. Excellent. We're going to have Todd kick us off. Jim.
I'm not that fit. I don't go to the gym. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I do, and I'm pretty slim. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I filled this mug up to the brim. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
I met a flam man. He went flim. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
Gonna set this up upon a shim. Pass the mic. Pass the mic.
My old boss? Her name was Kim.
Up on a shim?
Yeah, he put it and then it raises things up. It's like a wood angle.
No. And that is time. Let's count up those rotations. Jay, what do we have?
Well, Pat, from 1999, let me just say, Blue rotated 4 times, Portland rotated 2 times, and here in 1999, Portland just won the Meaningless Cup.
Well, that's fantastic. Yes, that was our first national championship in 1999, and we look like a bunch of babies. Absolutely. All right. So Portland is now up 5-0. I do want to give 1 point to Chicago for having a University of Portland graduate on their team, which was, I think, completely unplanned, but we're going to give them some credit for that. So it's 5-1. I'm a Pilots fan. What can I say?
That
All
makes
right.
the score red 5, blue 1. Back to you,
Excellent.
Pat. In
Fantastic.
the present.
Okay, let's have the red captain on the screen. All
Hi,
right.
Pat.
Hey, Amy.
Hello.
You used the word replete, which I really admired. So
thanks.
that was cool. What game does Portland want to play here in the first team choice round?
We want to play the game of tech support.
Great. For the game of tech support, we need some product fans that you would need to call tech support about, a real product. So throw that into chat. What's going to happen, however, is our unfortunate person, one of the players, is going to call for tech support, but unfortunately they're not going to have people that are reading from the same manual or script, if you know what I'm saying. We'll explain that in just a moment. All right. So let's get our players on the screen. And Marianne, what is our suggestion from the fans?
Our first suggestion from fans for this game came from Beverly. It's pretty fun. She wants tech support for her chopsticks.
Tech support for chopsticks. I think that's a good call. I did see Discord run by in the chat, and I'm amazed because I need tech support with that
funny.
like yesterday. All right. Cool. So you all the ones working in tech support here? Is that what's happening? No. Oh, no. Oh, you're the caller? Okay. So Amanda's going to call for support with her chopsticks. And she's going to run into Amy and Johanna they work for the Chopstick customer support. But unfortunately, they're reading from other manuals. So Amy, what manual will you be reading from?
I will be reading from the Portland Biking Guide.
Oh, nice. That should be super helpful for chopsticks.
Stay safe, everyone.
Johanna?
All right, so I got actually two. I started out with this Duromatic pressure cooker, but I'm having a lot of fun with some Clean Canteen here.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you permission to switch back and forth. What? All right, whatever you need to do. Also, they're both terrific for chopsticks. Not really. All right, so players, are you ready for your game of tech support?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Get it?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Hello. I was so I have a I'm trying to eat my rice, and there's a stick in there and I just can't make it work for eating.
Save time, save money, improve your health,
Yes.
help your community, and it's fun.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm on board for that. So I do that with the chopsticks. Yes.
Most trips in town are less than 2 miles.
Well, I mean, I already went out and I got the chopsticks, so I don't need to go.
So you can skip a trip to the gym that day.
Yeah. You know what? I do live at the bottom of a hill, so that was a pretty big hike.
Ever drive to the supermarket and then stop by the gas station on the way home?
Are you following me?
Pop quiz.
Ah, yes. Oh, sorry, you scared me.
Which is a greater hazard? Negotiating traffic or sitting on the couch?
That's a tough one. Can I call a lifeline? I don't have anybody here. Can you call a lifeline? Do you have a supervisor?
Yeah, I can let you talk to my supervisor. Hold on, please.
I'm very hungry.
Hello.
Hi. I'm 3 minutes away from starving to death, and I can't get this chopstick to help me eat. Also, I need you to help me answer a question.
Do not overfill.
I'm sorry. I should have let you speak first. Can you help me eat?
All parts must be correctly replaced.
Replaced? Did I break it? I knew I broke it.
When keyed in correct location. Tighten lock nut.
It didn't come with the lock nut. Can I use something from home?
Oh, got a guns, yeah.
I don't think I have one of those. Would a screwdriver work?
Apricots, peaches, plums, chestnuts, beans.
Do I need all of those? I can maybe. I broke it.
Do not tamper.
And that's time. Portland with tech support. It actually kind of worked out there at the end. All right, fans, keep that game in mind while we call Captain Todd on the screen. Hey.
Hello.
You played a game. Now you get to play a game.
Oh, I'm excited. We would like to play near, far, wherever you are, please.
Okay, near, far, wherever you are. Fantastic. What kind of suggestion would you like for that game?
Whatever makes your heart happy, Pat.
Okay, so fans, put into chat what you think makes my heart happy right now.
I love that. Perfect.
Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's take that. And in the game of Near, Far, Everywhere, they're going to play a dramatic scene about what makes my heart happy. But one player can be near, one player can be far, and another player can be anywhere. I don't remember the name of the game, but they have to be off the screen. All right, so Marianne, what's our suggestion for this game?
Well, Mark thinks the way to your heart is a rare ribeye steak.
Oh, you have no idea how close you are to my dinner last night. All right, so it's a rare ribeye steak. And players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Hailed.
I know that you're a staunch vegan, but I have prepared this rare ribeye steak for you. Okay, Sheila? And I want you to at least smell the blood that is coming off of this piece of meat.
Bobby, I am so glad that you're trying to, introduce me to the things important to you. I am, but it's not just that I'm vegan, it's that I'm afraid of blood, okay?
You know what? It needs some salt.
Oh no, you both fainted.
There it is. There.
Are you there? Is everyone okay? What?
It's a masterpiece. Go ahead. I want you to put that piece of meat into your mouth.
Oh, gosh.
It's so good.
Jamie, are you okay?
Yes, I'm just overwhelmed with how good this is.
My kitchen's on fire.
You're killing him without bloody and frightening that steak is.
What? Oh. What?
Jamie, are you okay? There's blood coming out of your mouth, and it's.
I can't stop eating it, Deborah.
Oh.
I got the fire out of the kitchen. We're all okay.
Oh.
There might be some smoke inhalation.
I dropped one. One second.
Oh, well, I guess I'll be eating the rest of this. Every piece of muscle.
So good.
You know what?
So good.
This is a place where we could understand each other, I thought that maybe we could get
too, okay? That's what I thought we were doing here. Is that not?
Evidently not.
So good. I mean, give up your vegan card, honey, because this thing that used to be an animal, delicious.
There was a banana peel on the floor. Oh.
Let me show you something.
Hi.
It's just a masterpiece.
This is a garbanzo bean.
And that's time. It's Near, Far, and Everywhere from our friends in Chicago. Now, fans, you have to choose between that game and the Portland game of tech support. Marianne's going to put up a poll, and you get to vote. Blue team or red team? Blue Chicago, Reds Portland. Let's see that poll and vote now. While you're voting, it's time to remind you that we don't charge for this. But we are looking for support, if you can afford it, through Venmo or PayPal. And Marianne will put that into the chat eventually. If you can give us a few bucks so that our players can continue to get paid, that would be what we in the business call kind of fantastic, and we would really, really appreciate it. If
And
you
voting ends in
totally okay.
5,
And we're in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Woohoo!
Dominance by the red team. We'll give the red team 7 points and the blue team 3 points by rounding. Jay Rambo, what's that make our score?
Well, Pat, from the hardwood, that makes the score red 12, blue 4. And in other scores from around the league, Maine beat Jersey Shore today 15-13, and in Manchester, the blue team beat the red team 19-18. Back to you, Pat.
All right, thanks for those reports, Jay Rambo. We really appreciate it. As you know, Comedy Sports is played by 29 or 30 teams, I can't keep track, in Comedy Sports worldwide, and that's all over the U.S. plus Manchester, UK, and it's fabulous. By the way, coming in July, a virtual championship with all those teams playing in 1 week. It'll be fantastic. Hey, I need both captains on the screen. All right, Captain Amy, Captain Todd, great to see you. Great first rounds. Now we're getting into the ref challenge round, and I want to challenge both teams to the game of 3 rooms. Now, for the game of 3 rooms, we need 3 suggestions, fans, and those kinds of suggestions are this. First of all, I need a style of like a playwright, not Neil Simon, but somebody else. I need also a period in history. And let's go with a TV channel, if you're flipping through cable, or an online channel that doesn't actually exist, but it's like a special interest channel. All right, so we're going to get those, and let's find out what our pairings are. Captains, who's the first pairing?
Us.
Oh, it's Amy and Todd. That's super. So let's go. Marianne, did we get a playwright or a literature style for them?
Our literature style is macabre.
Macabre.
Yes. Our playwright is Mammoth,
Okay.
and our period in history is the, oh, I just missed it, the 1890s.
Okay, fantastic. So, captains, I'm going to let you choose, actually, which of the teams take which. Captains?
We were first, so let's take macabre, okay, Todd?
I love that. Oh,
All right,
very
cool.
good.
and here I am saying it in person.
Who's next? Is it Cynthia and Amanda, maybe? Okay, cool. And which one, Cynthia, you're on the screen. Which one do you want between 1890s and Mammoth?
Oh, we're going with Mammoth, baby.
Yeah, you are. Cool. No doubt. Thanks, Chicago. All right. And that leaves Johanna and Tara for the 1890s. So what's going to happen in this game is we have Amy and Todd eventually on the field here, and they're going to start a scene based on the suggestion of macabre, and they will play it. But when I hear a line that I like, I will ring the bell, something, one of those two things, and I'll yell switch, and I'll repeat the line, and then that same line has to be used as the first line of the next scene. Ooh, so we're going to go from macabre to Mammoth to the 1890s and back around to the beginning again. It's very exciting, and fans, you're going to get to decide which team played better, but this is exciting because Portland and Chicago are playing these together. Awesome. All right, let's have our captains on the screen, and let's have something macabre. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
You. I knew you would be back.
Well, I should hope so. I always said I'd return when the crow cried at the 3rd hour, 4 times.
How do you know it wasn't a raven?
You see straight into my heart, woman. That's how I know it to be true. My greatest fear is misplacing birds.
You've always lied about birds. You're a bird liar. You're a feathered fibber. You are untrue.
No!
Switch. You are untrue.
You're untrue the way you're looking at me like that. You know what I'm saying, dollface?
Hey, how's the guy supposed to close a deal around here if he doesn't know how to fib now and then?
Oh, sweet Christmas, close a deal. Of course you would say that, Jack. Or should I call you Fred, Jerk, or Jerry?
I don't appreciate that kind of tone, gosh ding dang dang it. I ought to show you what for.
Oh, you should, shouldn't you? But I'm just a woman, so I better keep my mouth shut. Isn't that right?
I won't say it, but it's okay if you do.
Switch. I won't say it, but it's okay if you do.
Oh, well, I won't say it, but it's okay if you do. This
Okay.
works.
I'm in love with you.
What?
It's true. I can't hide my feelings anymore.
Rebecca. This is the best moment of my life. I love you too, Rebecca.
Celeste,
Yeah.
it was meant to be. When I looked,
Switch. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be us meeting again.
You think so? You believe in fate, do you?
I've had
What if I told you I've been dead for 20 years?
But you look just like her.
I am her, you nitwit.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Switch. Oh, that makes sense then.
That makes sense then. All right, now tell me how you stole all that money.
How I stole all that money? Butterscotch! I'm not the one that stole it, all right? It was my twin sister. Twist on that one, huh, Frank?
I don't give a flip if it was you or your twin sister or your uncle's dog. That money is in your account now, and you're gonna bing bang tell me what's up.
Oh, Smarties and Pop Rocks, how dare you? I'm gonna keep that money.
Switch. Smarties and Pop Rocks. How dare you?
Smarties and Pop Rocks. How dare you?
It's a wonderful place to get married. The 1893 Chicago Columbian Exhibition World Fair is the most romantic spot on earth. Rebecca.
But all my family needs to fit inside the tiny Ferris wheel.
Who needs family? We have each other, Rebecca.
You're right. All we need is the two of us and a tiny golden doodle.
Switch. All we need is the two of us and a tiny golden doodle.
All we need is the two of us and a tiny golden doodle.
Yes. Now that I too have a shawl, we can do anything.
I feel so much better, don't you, darling?
So comfortable.
Switch. I feel so much better, don't you, darling?
I feel so much better now that we've had our hot fudge sundaes. Don't you, darling?
That's right. Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'll take 2 cups of coffee.
Switch. I'll take 2 cups of coffee.
I'll take 2 cups of coffee if you wouldn't mind.
That's one for me and one for my sweetie.
One for me and one for my wife.
Wow, what? Look at us, girl.
Switch. Look at us, girl.
Look at us, girl.
Yeah, right?
And that's time. 3 rooms. Chicago and Portland playing together. So many quotable lines in that. So many quotable lines. Fans, you have to decide which team deserves more points, and we'll allocate them. Marianne, put up the poll and kick it off.
Up
Fans
and
vote
ready.
Blue or red? I'll take a dance break.
Pat, my favorite quote in that was Amanda's "Gosh, dig, dang, dang it."
That was pretty
Really
good.
between that and Smarties and Pop Rocks, honestly.
That and using butterscotch as a curse word. Amazing.
All right, and the poll is ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, poll has ended. Thank you, fans. And Portland has eked out a victory. I'm going to give Portland 6 points and Chicago 4 points on that one. Jay, what's that make our score?
Well, Pat, from Old Mile High Stadium, that makes the score now red team 18, blue team 8. And Chicago, you're welcome for Jay Cutler.
Wow. Too soon. All right. I was just admiring Mile High Stadium, and I completely didn't pay any attention to the score.
That was Portland 18, Chicago 8.
Okay, it's 18-8. So Chicago's got some work to do, but they have time here in the next team choice round. Portland will go first, however. So Portland Captain Amy on the screen. All right. Hey, how's it going? So let's have you pick another game for your team to play. What'll it be?
Okay, we're going to play Dime Store Novel, which is usually a noir style, but we would like a different genre for our novel.
Pat, if I may, I have a genre from YouTube from the last game that I would like to suggest.
Oh, yeah, please. And
Dave?
thank you, YouTube listeners.
Dave suggested the pirate era. Can this be a pirate novel, Amy?
Can it ever?
Yeah, it can certainly be a pirate novel. Hey, Amy, who's writing?
I will be writing.
Okay, great. So Amy is a great novelist who's writing her next novel, and it's a pirate novel. And we're going to be, it's like inside the artist's brain as they create this masterpiece. And some of the scenes you'll see taken on by Amanda and Johanna. And it'll be heaps of fun. Chicago will be playing a game after that. So keep those 2 games in mind. All right, it's a pirate thing, and we're going to need a title for it. Could we get a title of this pirate thing that doesn't have anything piratey in the title? Pirate is the style, but we need a title of a novel that doesn't have anything piratey in the title. So a couple things coming in there, and just a reminder, hit us up on Venmo or PayPal to support our players and to keep us in action, so when all this stuff's over, we can get back into our theater and get back to the live stuff that we love so well. We would really, truly appreciate it. All right, what do we have, Marianne?
From Superfans Dick and Jane, I'm going to take the Black Onion.
The Black Onion. Very, very nice. All right, thank you, Dick and Jane. And Portland, are you ready?
Yes.
Take the field.
Okay, well, stuck up in the woods for another month, maybe. Might as well get back to that novel. All right. The Black Onion. Chapter 3. The Countess of the Sea stood aboard the crow's nest, high above the deck. The ship swayed to and fro constantly, but she loved it. Her scarlet cloak blended in with the bloody sails behind her. And she called down to the deck below.
I feel I'm fading away. This water was supposed to be good for my life, but it's just turning me into a wreck.
She called this down to her men on the deck, but there was only one on the deck. His name was Krusty.
Oh, Krusty! Please help. Is there anything you can do? I'm a pirate, after all.
I can help as much as you let me. Are you a seagull calling to me from above?
I'm your master, Krusty, and I seem to be losing my lust for life.
Oh, you've got the sea sadness. I've seen it many a time before.
It was true. The captain had the sea sadness. The Countess of the Sea was sad. She wept her salty tears into the salty sea, making it twice as salty as it started.
Is it me?
Krusty looked up and suddenly saw the captain appear.
Whoa, Davy Jones!
Oh, the water seems to have fixed it, I see!
You feel better now that you've cried it out.
I certainly do. My tears have mixed with the ocean and brought our boat. Oh, no, there I go again. There's it!
The Countess of the Sea grabbed a nearby rope and swung down to the deck so that they could have a more genteel conversation.
Ah, here I come.
Oh!
I've joined you on your island.
Well, it's your island. You're the captain of this here vessel. Now, there is one thing you can always do if the crying doesn't help.
Here, let me see if I can get on a beach somewhere.
Okay, I'll just follow you.
Okay.
Just then the ship ran aground onto a lovely beach with golden sands. There were a few statues on the beach that resembled people.
Oh, looks like our predecessor has been here before us.
Ah, Stone Jones. Yes, he loves to leave his figurines behind.
Yes, he does, and I fear he's gotten to me. He's trying to change me into a lifeless figure.
It was true. Stone Jones was... I'm just going to start a new chapter, actually. Meanwhile, Stone Jones was in his hidey cove. He was planning on taking over the Contessa's ship and starting a fleet so that he could be on fleet.
Yes, I can't wait. My plans are all coming together. All the little statues I've left can't possibly lead them astray. They'll come right to me, and then I'll catch her with a net. And then when she's in the net, I'll get the boat. Yes, very good. I wish I wasn't so alone here.
Ah, but he was not. Contessa was standing right behind him. She had heard every word.
Hoo-ha! Right behind you!
Gold.
And that's time. Portland, dime store novel, The Black Onion. Very, very dramatic. Also, I'm going to go technical foul and -1 point on Portland for a little red screen control issue, if we could. Jay, what's that make our score?
That makes the score 17-8.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a little known fact that Johanna's mother was a ghost.
Oh,
So that's
excellent.
why that happened.
All right, let's call Captain Todd on the screen. All right, hey, Captain Todd, welcome back. Nice to see you. And what game would Chicago like to play up against that?
We would like to play advice panel, please.
Fantastic. For advice panel, let's get first 3 areas of expertise. So things that people are experts in. Fans, if you could put those into chat, that would be absolutely terrific. And after we get those, I want you to start asking some questions because we're going to have a panel of experts who can help you with personal problems, with relationship issues, family issues, workplace issues, even do-it-yourself questions from around the house. So, Marianne, what are our 3 areas of expertise?
Well, I'm going to take cat grooming, I'm going to take martial arts, and I'm going to take farming.
Okay, cat grooming, martial arts, and farming. Let's have the Chicago players on the screen, and let's make sure everybody's assigned to the correct thing. So, Todd, which one are you taking? You're the captain.
I will take cat grooming.
We have martial arts and farming remaining. Cynthia?
Oh, I'm going to take some martial arts.
Oh, excellent. And Tara, I'd like you to select farming.
Farming? Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, good. Well done. All right. So those are our panelists, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for asking questions. We're going to need a pile of questions, do-it-yourself things, relationship things. And please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our panel of experts. So much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like you to introduce yourselves, get a little chance there. Hey, holding the onions, who are you?
Oh, hello there. My name is Pea Blossom Somebody, and I love the earth.
Thank you, Pea Blossom. It's lovely to see you. Wearing the wig. Hi, welcome. Introduce yourself.
What? Who's wearing a wig? What?
I'm sorry, the glasses. Perhaps I should do the big glasses.
Oh, you mean me, the martial arts expert? Marshall? Yes. That's my name. My name is Marshall, and I am an artist. I have a
Fantastic.
yellow
Thank you.
belt.
Welcome, Marshall. Got the belt. Awesome. Right on. And over in the other corner.
Hi, yeah, my name's Derek. I'm a cat groomer. A few weeks ago, one of the cats bit me really hard, and like it felt like it was strange, but I'm sure it's fine.
See your hand again there, Derek?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh!
Oh, that. Wow. Oh, it's both of them. That's.
Okay, I have a lot to unpack, but please, let's just keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going. Hey, Marianne, we need a question for our panel of experts. What do we got?
Absolutely. I've got Kathleen who wants to know, should she marry her boyfriend?
Kathleen wants to know she should marry her boyfriend. Let's go to Marshall first, please.
What? Yes, me? Kathleen, you want to marry a boyfriend? Well, a relationship is like a block of wood, you know? And sometimes you gotta chop it! And it's then 2 blocks of wood, which is you and your boyfriend. And so then when you get married, you become 1 block of wood again. And then when you have kids, it's like, more wood. So who wouldn't get married?
Too real. Thank you, Marshall. P. Blossom.
Love. Well, nothing is as permanent as the dirt in the earth. If you feed your love with the fertilizer, with water and sun, and the metaphors for those things, I think you could have a strong relationship, but just know we all return to the ground. Yes, we all return.
Thank you. A little dark there at the end, but thank you. Derek?
Find someone who loves you for what you are.
Beautiful. Thank you. That's wonderful. Marianne, what's our next question?
Well, Terry has a dilemma. She has ceilings that are 8 feet tall, and she wants to know how to change the light bulbs.
8-foot tall ceilings with light bulbs. I'm sorry, I missed the name.
That is from Terry.
From Terry. Thank you, Terry. Let's go to P. Blossom on this one. 8-foot tall ceilings, got to change the light bulbs. What's up?
It's a tall dwelling. Well, I rise with the sun and sleep with the moon. I actually recommend you may do it the same as well, but if we're trying to get high, I'd plant a nice elm or pewter.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Derek?
Just jump. You should be able to jump at least 8 feet at this point. Just get on that shelf yourself and knock things down.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Marshall?
Yeah? What? You want to change a light bulb? Okay, no problem. You just go, and then you do a flip. I do it now, but I haven't taken my arthritis medicine. And then a light bulb gets changed. And if you have a red belt, which is below the yellow belt, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Absolutely right. Shouldn't be a problem. Marianne, what's our next question?
Our next question comes from Kirsten. She wants to know how to change as we're changing things, how to change the tires on her car.
Oh, changing the tires on the car. Let's go to Derek.
You use your opposable thumbs to pull a tire jack out and put it on the tire, and then using those opposable thumbs, you just turn. You turn. What?
Yeah. Thank you. Marshall?
Me, yes. Well, you don't need to change the tire on your car, all right? Because once you have mastered a yellow belt, which is what I've got right here, this is a yellow belt. I took several classes. I've mastered it.
I see that.
Anyway, you can just do high kicks and chops anywhere you want to go. You don't need a belt. Save the earth. Save your body. Get in shape. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Thank you. P. Blossom?
Oh, well, every time I have to change my tractor tires, I find the strongest farm hands I know. I'd recommend Kathleen, Jedediah, Marshall as well. There is something about strength in lifting a vehicle that really connects you back to the source of it all, the dirt earth.
of it all.
The dirt earth of it all.
Yes. Yes.
And that's time. And that's Chicago and their fabulous advice panel. Awesome job. All right, fans, you get to vote again between the advice panel and the dime store novel that Portland did. And let's see if we can kick off some music over here. My fault for not being able to kick that off before, but here we go. All right, so we're voting now, and Blue's taking an early lead. And
voting will end in 5, 4,
This is
3,
the official voting music.
2, 1.
Ooh, and it's ended, and it is a big, big victory for Chicago in this one. We're going to give Chicago 7 points and Portland 3 points. Awesome. So what does that make our score? Jay Rambo.
Oh, it makes the score red 20, blue 15, eh?
Oh, you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Get some poutine.
It's a very nice stadium. Say hi to the Kim family for me at Kim's Convenience if you can. Great show, by the way, everybody. All right. So the things have narrowed up a little bit here, and we're going to very shortly go into our final round. And let's have all of the players take the field on the screen for the game of slogans. Now, in the game of slogans, we're going to be telling you some puns. So there is no groaner foul. There is none of that stuff. Anything that I intellectually understand, a bell will ring. An angel will get its wings, and that team will score 1 point. If it's dull or boring to me, it gets the old Oregon Duck call. Very rude, but very necessary. All right, so the game of slogans, we're going to get a bunch of things from you, so start putting those into chat. And those are name brand products, and I'd like states in the United States, please, and maybe a couple of cities that are... let's say, for fun, east of the Mississippi River, but not including Chicago, because we don't want to accidentally insult our guests. All right. So what's going to happen is they're going to do this. We're going to play this in a style where I'm going to just call on a player, and they have to come up with something. So it's going to be super, super fun. All right. So, Marianne, what is our first suggestion for slogans tonight?
Our very first suggestion is Cheese Whiz.
Cheese Whiz. So it's bad slogans for Cheese Whiz, the ones that didn't make it out of the creative. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin. And let's start with Todd.
Cheese Whiz. Don't ask what's in it. You don't need to know.
Amy.
Propellant.
Cynthia.
Cheese Whiz. It tastes like cheese, and afterwards, you'll have to whiz.
I get it, though. All right, Johanna.
Cheese Whiz. It's jarring.
Amanda.
Because cheese should never go bad. Ever.
Tara.
Cheese the whiz. Cheese on down the road.
Nice. All right, and I'm going to call that one. Marianne, what's our next suggestion? Another product, please.
Our next suggestion from Rachel is Cheerios.
All right, it's Cheerios. Players, begin. Let's start with Amanda.
Cheerios. A baby's gotta eat.
Todd.
Cheerios. It's goodbye in every Dickens movie I've ever seen.
Cynthia.
Cheerios. You have kids and string, it'll keep them busy for up to 2 hours.
Hannah.
Cheerios. It's like an olive for preemies.
Tara.
Cheerios. We really wanted a bug as a mascot for cereal. Do you like it?
Sure. Amy.
Cheerios. You can probably fit 10 of these up your nose.
That gets a bell, but I'm going to stop it on that one. Could we have one of those states, Marianne?
Absolutely. I'm going to go with Texas.
Oh, Texas is a fine state. Very big. Texas. Let's start with Cynthia.
Texas. Everything looks smaller once you leave.
Amy.
Texas. You can't handle the pan.
Tara.
Texas? More like text us because we want to be your friends. Thank you.
Amanda.
Texas, so sweet, you'll want us Alamo. Duh.
Todd.
Texas. It's where all George Strait's exes live.
Okay, yes. Johanna, are you there? I can't tell.
This is the only thing that's showing. Ah!
Okay, that's a duck call. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Could I have a city, perhaps?
Absolutely. Just because it's fun to say, and we got it as a suggestion, Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo, that's in Michigan. Kalamazoo. Okay, Amy.
These days, it's Kalamazoo.
Too real. Tara.
Kalamazoo, breakout, and all the animals are running free. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. Please help me. Please.
That was awesome. Todd.
Kalamazoo. We give every child that comes through a kazoo. You're welcome.
Johanna.
Kalamazoo. Me too. No.
Cynthia.
I've got a gal in Kalamazoo, and then like 4 more. So
Yeah, okay. Cool. Amanda.
Kalamazoo. At least Pat Short knows where we are.
And that's time. That's absolutely correct. I do know where Kalamazoo is. All right, Jay Rambo is adding up that final score. He's doing a really great job. I don't know where he's at, but we're going to find out in just a moment. A bunch of other people we'd like to thank. First of all, I would like to thank all of our fans who are here tonight, giving us great suggestions in chat and supporting us. We appreciate you. Probably more than you know, but we really do appreciate you a whole lot. I'd also like to give a shout out to all the folks in the healthcare field who have been working so hard for us for the last few months, keeping us all healthy, doing everything they can, sometimes under really difficult circumstances. All I can say is we've got your backs. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Marianne, our chat goddess. What up, Marianne?
What up? Thank you. Thank you, fans, and thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Oh, yeah, couldn't do it without you. Wouldn't want to do it without you. Also, I'd like to thank Jay Rambo, our announcer, and we'll get back to him in just a moment. And I'd like to thank our Chicago team, Tara, Cynthia, and Todd, for jumping in here and having a great time with us on a Saturday night. It's really late where you are. Thought I'd tell you that. Okay. So we need a little drum roll from everybody, and I want drum rolls at home too. And let's go to our final score from Jay Rambo. Jay, what's the final score?
Well, Pat, I'm ending my tour of sports with the marble races. But one other relevant note from around the league, the Richmond team beat San Jose tonight 18-12, which is important because I believe Portland's playing Richmond next weekend.
We are playing Richmond next Friday, and we're playing Austin next Saturday. Sorry to make everybody drum for so long. Hey, what's the final score?
With a final score of 29-28, it was oh so close. The winning team, it's the Portland, Oregon Donors.
And Fantastic Portland's won it!
Woo! Comedy Sports was brought to you tonight by Guitarra Egan, Amanda Karma Camillo, Cynthia Kamak Attack, Johanna Sweet and Lowenberg, Todd the Rampage, the winning captain Amy Zing Gray, the chat goddess Marianne, and your referee and mine, Patrick Electrical Short.
Thank you so much, fans. Hey, we'd like to invite you to hang around for a few minutes, if you would. We're going to bring the players back onto the screen and give you a shot at asking some questions, finding out some stuff about our players. So we'd love to have you ask questions. Put those into chat. Anything that you would like to know that we care to answer, we'll answer. So that's awesome. Welcome back, players. Cool. Thanks so much. So, Marianne, do we have any questions so far, or is it just compliments?
Right now, the first question is a compliment. It wants to know how come you all are so cute.
Oh, okay. How
That's
come you all are so
that's
cute?
from
I
Josie.
think that has to go to Todd.
It really does.
Todd, how come we're all so cute?
Because it's just what you do every day, being yourselves and supplying your wonderful energy to all of us. It's so cute. You did it.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Thank you, Todd. Other people probably have really great answers, but let's move on to a couple other ones. What do we got, Marianne?
Well, let me see here. Terry wants to know how you all got into comedy sports.
Okay, hey, we'll do a real quick thing with everybody because it's kind of interesting. So let's start with Johanna.
Perfect choice. Um, so I have a good friend, Star Aarons, who has been doing comedy sports for a very, very, very long time. And she told me for about, I don't know, 5 to 8 years that I should take classes. And I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And then I started taking classes about 3 years ago, and it was the best decision of my life. Don't wait as long as I did, people.
And here's a little thing, if I might pile on to what Johanna's saying, or add on, or politely tag along. Our next one-on-one class starts next week, and that starts next Thursday. It is online, so it's awesome and it's safe, and I'm teaching it. And if you want to feel like maybe you want to take it from somebody who's experienced, this will be the 107th time I've taught CSz 101. So maybe you'll learn something. It's a great class. Check that out at portlandcomedy.com. Click on education, read about our classes, and to register, go to portlandcomedy.com/register. Thank you for letting me advertise. Hey, Cynthia, how did you get into this?
Oh boy, well, it all started a decade ago, and I was living in Milwaukee, and I was doing a different show at the Comedy Sports there, and it was a comedy show, and Dick Chudnow was like, you need to be doing stuff in our arena, and I was like, cool, and then I did.
Awesome. So you started in Milwaukee.
I sure did.
Awesome. Great. Good job with the cheeseheads. Great stuff. Excellent. Amanda.
I started about, it's 10, 11, 12, something like that years ago when I was in high school league. Don't do the math on that. I auditioned, and one of the San Jose players was my coach. And so after high school league, I took adult classes, and then I started playing with San Jose, and then I moved up here.
Traded for
$100,000.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had to trade 2 players to get her. And then they traded them to Chicago. I don't get it, but I don't know if they're playing anymore.
Because we're cute.
Tara.
I started in house teams in Chicago. And then I bribed Patrick Connolly with $1 million. And I got on.
So fans.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. If you're important. Dollars will go a long way. Todd.
Hi. I did improv in college and then for a while in Boston. And then I saw an advertisement go up that a new theater was opening in Boston called Comedy Sports. And I tried out for that and got into it and got like into it. Love Comedy Sports. And then I was at the championships that we have every year in Milwaukee. And someone was like, hey, why aren't you moving to Chicago? And I said, I've been talking about it for a long time. And they're like, just do it. And I was like, okay. And then I moved to Chicago. And then I did house teams for a while. And now I'm on this one.
Cool. Amy?
Well, I took a class. It was a little different because it was 27 years ago. And my story is very much like the others, but I want to say for a moment what I have done since then. It gave me the confidence to try out other kinds of theater. And I I've been a professional puppeteer and been in all sorts of scripted things too. And it gave me confidence to do all sorts of cool stuff.
Excellent. Awesome. And my thing is that it's kind of super long. I'll try to be super quick. I was in grad school at the University of Wisconsin. One of our professors came around, go Badgers, and was in Madison and said this guy from Milwaukee with an improv group wants to open in Madison. And do some workshops. So I did workshops, and then I decided I was too busy in my last year of school, so I didn't do it. And then, this is a life lesson for you kids. I saw the first show and realized I made a horrible mistake. Made a horrible mistake by not being in it because it looked like such a blast. But I got a second chance in San Jose, California, and I took it, and I've been playing for 32 years. So there you go. You too can play this for 32 years if you're young enough.
Kitty time!
Kitty time. Oh, hey. All the kitties are here. Everybody's got kitties.
We did have a question about pets, so if you have one, now's the
Go
time.
grab our cats now, and there is a cat bonus. Marianne, while they're grabbing kitties, what is another question?
I'm going to wrap up with this really great question. What is a favorite comedy sports moment that you had?
Okay, cool. I also noticed in chat something about does Chicago offer classes, and my understanding is they will be offering online classes starting soon. They don't right now, but will be starting very soon. Cool. All right, let's favorite comedy sports moment while we meet all these. Oh, look at these great cats. It's awesome. So favorite comedy sports moment. I'm going to go to Tara. And Tara, who's your kitty?
This is Tiny Cat. She's an amazing improviser. She's really great. Yes. My favorite comedy sports moment. I remember there was a show I had. It was just a funnel show, and there was a little girl in the front of the audience the whole time that was cheering us on and making just like having a really good time. And then at the end, she came out to me and she's like, "Hi, it was really cool. Also, I like your hair." And she had curly hair, and I was like, "Ah!" And Amanda's like, "I know." So the curly hair sisters. It's awesome to see other curly hair people there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Johanna, you have White Kitty, and what's your favorite moment?
I do. I have White Kitty, and just so everyone out there knows, I did not name him. He's a little bit orange. So Pat, I'm hoping you can run. It's not interference. You can help me out with this. Do you want to mimic what I did in the show when I was in the minor league playing basketball?
Ooh. I'd rather you.
Oh no!
No, that was a different show.
Oh.
I don't know if I can do it here. Let me see.
No, possibly not. Yeah.
This is how I play basketball. People were crying.
I was
All you
choosing
gotta
not
do.
to mimic that. Just on the record. Yeah. Cynthia?
Yes. My cat is afraid of heights. Her name is Superfluous. In case anyone wanted to know, she's a mini Maine Coon. She's 6 pounds. Yeah. She doesn't like heights, and I am 6 feet tall, so she doesn't like to be held by me. So, one of my favorite comedy sports moments. Oh man. I think it was when I played. It was my very first show at CSz Chicago, and we were playing alternate dubbing. And I walked on as an eggplant, and at some point, I was mimed to say, or dubbed over and said, "I spilt my seeds." So that was.
That's a no-no.
This was years ago before the emoji, I think. So we're fine.
Todd?
Yeah. I was trying to think of like a fun, like a moment in a show, and like I forget improv immediately after I do it. But like I think like the part of the big things is the feeling after a show when everyone's like in that together and we have to like talk about it. But Tara's story actually reminded me of something that happened after a show once. We did a buyout for a high school in our area, and I wear this during every show. And after the show, the kids came up to do a picture, and one of them was like, "I think it's really cool that you can wear that. I hope that I can do that someday."
Aww.
Awesome.
It was the sweetest thing that's ever happened. And then I talked to him for a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna cry, so I'm gonna stop now.
Amanda?
That was so cute.
I can go to Amy first if you like.
No, it's okay. I feel like Amy's gonna have a really good one. So,
No pressure.
What, you're cool, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry.
When I was playing in San Jose, they had a great set on their field where there was like there's a facade and there's a door in it and you can climb up on the back. And so I remember we were playing a scene where we would rotate, kind of like the 3 rooms that we played today, where we would go back to the scene later. And I was playing like a Southern debutante, and I would just drape myself over various parts of the set. And at the last one, I was like draped like on the roof, just kind of like laying on my back like that, trying not to fall. And I think that was fun.
Yeah, because it's about the slide.
Going to Comedy Sports Championship is the most fun. So if you get the chance to come and watch us in July, definitely do that. That is the most fun because you get to see so much talent from all over the country, and everybody is at the top of their game and absolutely amazing to watch. Like I laugh more than I breathe.
Cool.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Because I'm cool. I like it. I mean, every single story that you guys told, I have an analogous story. Like, yeah, like this, like, but I think when people decide they're gonna propose on our stage, on the field, super special. I cry every time. It's only happened a couple of times, but that's the best. It's really the best.
That was so cool.
It is. It's cool. If I could throw one out, we do road shows for companies and other organizations. And about 8 or 9 years ago, we did a show in Yakima, Washington, for Washington State Conference of Special Education Teachers. And we played a game of musical comedy, and my ask for at the beginning was, hey, what's something special that one of your students has done or memorable? And this woman said, well, I'd worked with this kid for 5 or 6 years, and he spoke to me. And I'm just thinking, I hope we can honor this in the way. And the team did the musical about it, and there were 880 people in the audience, standing ovation, people crying, people throwing things. They were so happy. It was just one of those moments that you're like, yeah, we're okay at this. We're okay. You know, it was really fun, really special moment.
Pat my mascara, please.
Yeah, there are many other special moments too. I think we're going to wind it up. Marianne, any last words of wisdom from you?
I love you and you're fabulous.
Oh, that's pretty good. Cool. So fans, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to put up a slide that has the Venmo and PayPal. And yeah, we could really use your help. Let's be honest. And go Pilots. Woo!
Go Pilots!
Yeah, Chicago.
You know, I don't remember any of the cheering but I've been to Portland Pilots soccer games, and it's super, super fun. Cool. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to turn my camera off and do some technical stuff. Marianne will put a slide up. And next week, we play Richmond on Friday and Austin on Saturday. We'll see you then. Thank you so much.
If you're traveling vehicularly, often it is perpendicularly. It's a no-brainer making turns on a grid. Now look at what the city planners done did. They've installed an alternate intersection that seems to go off in random directions. Yield at the sign, take a breath, it's okay. Cars already circling should have the right of way. Now, don't freak out, it's a roundabout. No need to speed and no need to shout. You may be full of doubt, just go in and out. It's a roundabout, it's just a roundabout. Traffic signals, roundabouts and rotary a junction more efficient. Don't act like a quadrangle when you're faced with something different. There were some problems until the 60s when the offside priority rule fixed these. It says don't stop, but yield it first, unless you're driving through Portland's Laurelhurst. Now,